It's here! It's finally here! Oh man, guys. Aftershock 2026 lineup is finally here, and my god, I have been waiting for this day ever since the end of Aftershock 2025. I have been looking forward to this. There has been so many theories and guesses of who would be at Aftershock this year. And if you don't remember a video I did about a while back that still only has like 20 views or something like that, maybe please watch it. So the lineup is now announced, and I've had time to really look into it, think about it a lot. And I know a lot of people have already posted their reactions. I don't know when's this gonna get uploaded due to my upload schedule being the worst thing ever. But I still want to give my own personal thoughts. What I think of the lineup will go by stage, day by day as we go down. Of bands that either I like, bands I don't like, bands I want to see, bands I don't want to see. Because yeah, I am going this year. I don't think it's as fantastic as last year, but last year was gonna be hard to beat, to be fair, y'all. Anyways, I think that's enough chit chat. Let's go ahead and get into the lineup. Okay, here we are. I am on the Aftershock website where you can buy your passes. The lineup's all right here. I will go into it one at a time. So yeah, like I said, we're gonna be going day by day from the main stage all the way up to the last stage. And the first band we have here, the first band I see on here, My Chemical Romance. Let's go! Oh, I'm so excited to see My Chemical Romance. I saw them last year in 2025 on their Welcome to the Black Parade Stadium tour. By far the best show I have ever been to in my entire life. And they were at Aftershock 4 years ago in 2022. So it's nice to see them back here. I also think it kind of makes sense that they're also headlining this festival because they're also going to be headlining Welcome to Rockville this year, Sonic Temple, and Louder Than Life. So almost all the big DWP festivals, My Chemical Romance is headlining a day. So I'm all for it. And then going down the list, Sublime. I like a few songs of theirs. I'm really not that much into Sublime, to be completely honest with you, but I know some people will. Hot Mulligan. I saw Hot Mulligan in 2023 when they opened for the Wonder Years. I thought they were good, but I've also just never really been that into Hot Mulligan. I just don't think I'm really that into a lot of that Midwest emo anymore. So going down the list, Mayday Parade. I'm not really that into them anymore. Kind of similar situation with Hot Mulligan. But some people will like them. We the Kings. I only know Check Yes Juliet. That's kind of it. Lit. Similar boat. I only know My Own Worst Enemy. I think that's the name of the song. And then Free Throw. Very similar case with Hot Mulligan where I used to be into them, but I'm also just not that much into the Midwest emo anymore. But anyway, so that first stage, I will only be here for the headliner. Second stage, The Offspring headlining the Shockwave stage, which I'm pretty sure that's where it is. I saw The Offspring about 3 years ago. They were solid. I don't really think Dexter's vocals are at the point of the high they used to be anymore. But you know what? I think it could be a fun time, especially in a long setting like this. So yeah, I'll see them again. The Used are gonna be here. That's gonna be an awesome time. Saw them 2 years ago. Fun band. I don't care if they haven't made a good album since like 2009 or something like that. They kind of always play the older hits either way. So this is gonna be an awesome time. Then Newfound Glory. I only know like a couple of songs of theirs, but I also feel like this is one of those bands where it's like you hear one song or you hear one album, you kind of heard them all. I'm not sure if I'll see them unless I want to see All Downhill From Here or My Friends Over You. Starting line. I've heard the name, don't really know their music. Hawthorne Heights. I know Ohio is for Lovers. That's kind of it though. Ellis Dunes, this one makes sense considering that it's also Frank Iiero's other band. I I'm not a fan of this band. It's mainly because of Anthony Green's vocals. I don't like the guy's vocals at all. He's not a good vocalist in my complete honest opinion. And then Leave, don't know them. But overall, definitely the last two I definitely will see here. Third stage, Pretty Reckless. If I want to see Taylor Moss's abs, sure. I haven't really listened to much of their music though. Nothing More. Are you sure it's a good idea to have Nothing More here? Especially with recent stuff lately. Theory of a Dead Man. Oh man, if I really wanted to see them play Bad Girlfriend, yeah, I'm not seeing Theory of a Dead Man unless you're like 50 years old with a divorced dad kink or whatever. Apocalyptica, I know the name, don't know them. Finger 11, I know Paralyzer. That's kind of it. Red, heard they're one of the better Christian mainstream rock bands at that time. Haven't really listened to them. And then I don't know the Violent Hour. But I don't really think I'm gonna be nearby the third stage really that much. Then next stage, stage 4, Kill Switch Engage. That's what I'm talking about. I'm excited. Let's go. And then Sevendust, if it's possible, whenever the set times come out, I will try to see Sevendust. I haven't really listened to them. I do want to give them a chance. It all just matters if it's possible or not. Cold Chamber, I heard the name, don't know them. The rest of them on here, like, I honestly have never really heard of on this side here. The Union Underground, Il Nino, Un Loco, Brujeria, Ladrones. I apologize if I'm not pronouncing those bands correctly. I don't really know them, but I'm sure people will go ahead and see them. And then not new, but returning for this year, they're bringing back the 5th stage down here, which I don't know how I feel about that, but I will see how it goes. But this stage here, Starset headlining this stage. I like Starset alright, and if the times line up, I would try to see them. But I kind of highly doubt that right now. Just kind of just going off of my personal guesses. But if possible, yeah, I would see them. From ashes to new, more like from trashes to nudes, am I right? Joke is that this band sucks, I don't like them. But the two bands I do like, following up next, Holding Absence and then Caskets. Awesome, hell yeah. I'm seeing both of those bands. I've been wanting to catch both Holding Absence and Caskets for quite a long time. My time is now to finally check them out. And then The Word Alive. I've heard the name. I might have heard a couple of songs of theirs, but I don't remember anything about them at all. And then Windwalkers opening up that stage. It's probably going to be really open early in the day, maybe around like 11 or 12. I know they're going to be opening for Dayseeker on their upcoming North American tour in May. So if I think they're good then, I will definitely check them out here for day 1. Overall, day 1, pretty good. Honestly, I think it's a pretty good day to start off with for this festival. I don't love every band on there, but obviously you got My Chem, Offspring, The Used. There's enough on here for me to scope it out, land, and catch a lot of bands some bands I want to see, and maybe some others I'm kind of interested in seeing also. Alright, now, going into Friday. Oh, Friday, this is a really crazy day. Limp Bizkit headlining, which I had a feeling this was going to be a headliner based off of Louder Than Life's lineup. I'm actually not really that much of a Limp Bizkit fan, but I do think that in a live setting, Limp Bizkit would absolutely be fun in a live setting. Just like we could break stuff, we can roll, or we can make love to Morgan Wallen. I don't know. I also do want to say that despite what you think about Limp Bizkit's music and Fred Durst overall, I do give him a lot of applause and respect for being able to keep going and pushing forward after the very unfortunate tragic death of Sam Rivers from last year. So, and I just want to say RIP to Sam Rivers. He was definitely a very underrated bassist member of the band. I think they definitely, in some ways, while I don't really like all their stuff all that much, I think there's enough for me to be like, I want to see what happens here. Because I've heard a lot of stuff and stories about what happens at Limp Bizkit shows, and I wonder if I want to be part of that. And then going into Friday, this, on the two main stages, this is I'm not sure if I've seen this before, but Wu-Tang Clan. Yeah, Wu-Tang, I mean, it does fit into the theme of it a bit, but look at here. Wu-Tang Clan, Public Enemy, Cypress Hill, Insane Clown Posse. We're bringing back that kind of like old school, but also old school edgy kind of hip hop, but the good kind, or at least some people would say it's the good kind. I've never listened to a lot of these artists before, but that's honestly really crazy to have Wu-Tang Clan and Limp Bizkit along with this other rap here. That's really crazy. And then the other two bands opening, POD, Drowning Pool. I mean, I think that does kind of fit within that kind of nu metal, that rap kind of style. I think it does fit in some way. Then now going into the second stage. Second stage is also pretty crazy too for a lot of people. Suicide Boys headlining that stage, which again, there's just so much hip hop on this day, but the edgy kind. Yeah, Suicide Boys, which I was not expecting to be on here. Slaughter to Prevail are for some reason coming back. They were just there last year. I believe on Saturday they were on the main stage. I want to say like 4th of the main stage, like around here, and now they're second on the second stage, so I think they're going to be getting a longer set this time, which I think it does in some ways make sense, because I do know that they want to try to tour as much as possible before taking break in 2027 and 2028, but we'll see what happens. 3-6 Mafia also on this stage. There's just a lot of stuff happening on here. Kublai Khan too. I don't even know if this stage is going to be going and stick around after their set, which I heard it could get pretty nuts in there. Alright. And then Drain. I definitely want to see Drain again. I saw them open for Knocked Loose 2 years ago. Such a fun band. They put out a really great album last year with Is Your Friend. If you haven't checked it out, definitely do. I'm going to be catching their set, hopefully. The other two right here, Haywire, Harper, I don't know them. Silly Goose, I've heard the name Silly Goose. I don't think I've ever listened to their music before. I might be mixing up with geese. I don't know. There's two groups of birds. I don't know. Alright, and then going into the next stage, stage 3. This is the one I'm honestly the most excited for. Coheed and Cambria headlining this stage. That's gonna be awesome. Especially since I've been wanting to check out Coheed and Cambria's live for quite a long time. I've been a fan of theirs for a few years. I really love their music. They put out a really fantastic album last year. So yes, definitely them. Under Oath, great band live as well. 2 years ago I saw them when they did their Only Chasing Safety tour. I don't know if they're going to do another tour this year for the Find the Great Line. I hope they do. And if they do, at least play like half of the album here. That's great with me. Alexis on Fire. Great band, want to see them as well. Sisters Fail, another great band. These 4 bands closing out this stage right here. This is where I'm gonna be at the entire time. I'm not really gonna be anywhere else for the most part, outside of maybe Drain and another band on here. Going down here, Atreyu. No, they're like an older metalcore band. Haven't really listened to them. Finch, I've heard of them before. I might be mixing it up with another band, but I want to say they're a ska punk band. I might be wrong. I don't entirely know. Elena Sana, I think I've heard about them. And then Ice of the Kill, same thing. Don't really know them. But hey, this is by far my best looking stage for day 2. Then day 4, Death Clock headlining that stage. I think I might be able to, because of Metalocalypse, and if it's possible, I am curious on like what I think it'll be. So I'll try to get it if I can. Chad Gray, I believe he's doing like either like his own covers or his own stuff for Mudvayne and Hell Yeah. I do kind of wish I saw Mudvayne's set last year up closer, but it's alright. It's what it is. Cradle Filth was there. Heard the name, don't really know them. Alyssa White Glues, I don't know, I think that's how you pronounce it, the former vocalist of Arch Enemy. Necro Goblin, heard the name. Psycho Stick, and then Via Nova opening that stage. That's gonna be a pretty early in the day, and I'm gonna be there easily for sure. Their album Hit It is just super fantastic. I love this band. I have no idea how I missed this band before last year. That Hit It really should have been on my best albums list for sure last year. That's alright though. Alright, then closing out, then it's the final stage here. Paleface Swiss. It would be cool to see them. I haven't really listened to them. Again, a lot of these just gotta depend on like whatever the set times are. The Black Dahlia Murder. Heard the name. Haven't really listened to them. Spite. Nice to see Spite coming back after getting, replaced with fucking Attila of all bands. Seriously, if you like Attila or you are members of Attila, mainly Franz I'm talking about, you should be behind bars permanently. Alright, then Body Snatcher, Peeling Flesh, Rivers of Nile. I've heard of all these groups, don't really know them. Overall for Friday, honestly, this is probably my least favorite day of all of the whole festival. I'm mainly going to be on the third stage mainly, and if times light up correctly, I do want to try to see Limp Bizkit at least just once, just to see, like, say that I have survived the pit of Limp Bizkit during Nookie or break stuff. Alright, that's an interesting day. Saturday though, Saturday is the one I'm really excited for. Pierce the Veil headlining Aftershock. That is nuts to me. And everybody has had the same reaction when they saw this lineup of Pierce the Veil headlining. That is honestly really crazy to think about. They're already at that. They're at that level already. I mean, if you think about it, it makes sense, especially the fact that ever since I want to say 2023, 2024, they've been selling out shows and tours so much. They're doing a San Diego show at the Petco Park, I believe. And if I recall correctly, that whole place, which I think is like 30,000 capacity, it sold out like in 2 hours. That is nuts to me. That is genuinely nuts. And the fact they sold it out, I think it makes sense for them to be headlining this festival. And it's also great because that means we're getting newer bands headlining, and Danny Wimmer, they are listening to what the fans want. Because they want new bands. We got a newer band with Bring Me the Horizon last year, and now we're getting a new band with Pierce the Veil. I think that's a fantastic move, and I also love this band a lot, so hell yeah, awesome group. And then going down the list here, Baby Metal. That's gonna, I'm not even really that big on Baby Metal. I mean, I like some of their stuff, but not a whole lot. But I could already tell just from the lineup alone, along with them, Baby Metal would be absolute fun as hell in a live setting. So while I am not the biggest Baby Metal fan, I am checking them out for sure. Sleeping with Sirens, not really a fan, but you know, some people who are fans of Pierce the Veil love Sleeping with Sirens, so that's gonna be good for them. Then Chiodos, this is actually an interesting case because Chiodos were there last year headlining one of the side stages, and now they're coming back on the main stage. I do know they are recording new music this year. I don't know if they'll be out by the time this drops, but hey, you know what? We get to see Chiodos at Aftershock again. I saw them in December on their final leg of their All's Well That Ends Well tour. Really fantastic band live. I love Craig Owens live as well. So yeah, I'm all for seeing Chills again. And going down the list here, Set It Off. Not a fan. Even I like the best stuff of theirs. Never been really that into it, to be completely honest with you. And that last album kind of sucked. Bless the Fall though, I am looking forward to, because I've been wanting to see Bless the Fall for a long time. Gonna check it out here. Then Ivory, I no idea how to pronounce the person's name. Alright, you know what? We're going, let's keep going here. This is looking pretty good. Then second stage, honest to God, the second stage at Aftershock this year. This might be my favorite stage of the entire weekend. Because you got A Day to Remember, who I've been wanting to see for a long time. And I'm finally going to see them, A Day to Remember, in quite a long setting too, by the looks of it. I love so much of their stuff, like Common Courtesy, Homesick. Hell, I didn't even think, I thought their new album last year was honestly decent, better than what I originally I thought it was going to be. But and hey, if the next one's gonna be good, I'm all for it, you know. So you got A Day to Remember. The story so far, definitely one of my favorite modern pop punk bands. Wage War is gonna be absolutely nuts live, especially that I've been wanting to see Wage War for quite a while. Then there's the fact that they're gonna be releasing a new EP this year, and it might be pretty heavy. I have no idea. Everybody's gonna lose their stuff when they hear Wage War live. The Wonder Years, really gonna be great to see them again. I really love the Wonder Years. And then Devil Wears Prada, that's gonna be great to see. Great band. Saw them almost about 2 years ago on their Devil Wears Prada is Eternal tour. I believe that's the tour name. But yeah, great band. Love to see them. Escape the Fate. I'm kind of like in the middle for Escape the Fate. They have some stuff I like, some stuff I don't. If it's possible, maybe I'll check them out. I have no idea, to be completely honest with you. But we'll see what happens. And then Austin Carlisle, the original vocalist for Mice and Men, is gonna be there. I guess he's doing solo work now. I guess so. I guess for the people who like the old school stuff of Mice and Men, sure, you know, good for them. And then Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, no idea who they are. But overall, I would say from Devil Wears Prada to A Day to Remember, this is like the best streak of bands to watch the entire time. Alright? Then third stage, honestly, some of these names I've heard of before, but I don't know the music of them at all. Black Label Society, know the name. Down, know the name, don't know the music. Corrosion of Conformity, don't know them. Kielzy, don't know them. Melvins, I've heard the name, just only a couple times. Pentagram, oh man, I can see, I can get creeped out from the meme guy staring into your soul. And then Doobie, I don't know. I mean, if I want to get creeped out by Pentagram, maybe. And then fourth stage, Circus Survive with a reunion show. I'm sure a lot of people who love Circus Survive would absolutely will want to be here, especially with them reuniting. It's going to be definitely one that people are going to want to see. Lotus View is going to be here too. I want to see them again, but I don't think it's going to happen because of the two main stages is where I'm going to be at most of the time. That sucks because I want to see them, but at the same time, I've seen them already before 4 years ago. So if I don't see them, it's not going to be the end of the world. Thursday is kind of in the same boat because I haven't seen Thursday. I really want to see Thursday. They're a great older emo band from the 2000s. Again, just scheduling and timing if it's possible. Seosin, I don't know if I've heard songs from them. I know it's another one of Anthony Green's bands. Armor for Sleep, might have heard the name before. Don't know them. Horse the band, don't know. Emery, I just saw them like a week ago at the time of recording this. Great band. Not sure if I'll be able to see them, but if you haven't had a chance to see them, definitely see them. And then the Fall of Troy, I heard Doppelganger, that's a really great album, so I might check out more of their stuff, and if it's possible, I'll probably check them out. And then the last stage, the 5th stage, this one makes me sad because I know I'm not going to be able to be at this stage pretty much at all. The Ghost Inside headlining that stage, Counterparts, and then After the Burial. All 3 of those bands I want to see, and I haven't seen them. But I know just from the timing for a lot of the other stuff here, they're not going to give me a chance to see them, which is sucks. I want to see them all, but it's unfortunately not going to happen. And then the last other 3 bands on here, the Acacia Strain, I heard them, don't know them. And then Stick to Your Guns and Gideon. Yeah, overall, Saturday is my favorite day. I mean, not only you got the bands here that are great that I don't think I'll be able to see, but just up here, these 2 stages alone, just Pierce the Veil, Baby Metal, Chiodos, A Day to Remember, Story So Far, Wage War, Wonder Years, Devil Wears Prada, that is just pretty much peak of me in a nutshell. Oh man. And now going into Sunday, Tool headlining. That's gonna be kind of a really trippy way to end off the festival. But I guess maybe like vibing out on a pretty high note probably. But yeah, Tool, great headliner. 2 years since I last saw them. And I do think it would be cool to record them, and I know pretty sure we will be able to. I mean, I was able to record A Perfect Circle, Maynard's other band, last year. Tool, fantastic choice for me. Danny Elfman. For some reason, if you don't know who Danny Elfman is, he does like a lot of stuff for like The Simpsons, Beetlejuice, Night Before Christmas, a lot of pop culture stuff and movies. So I want to see him, especially the fact that he's like 72. When's the next time opportunity you're going to be able to see Danny Elfman in a live setting like this at his age? So yeah, I'm not going to waste that opportunity. Then AFI. AFI, I've been wanting to see for a long time. They put out one of my favorite albums ever with Sing the Sorrow. I don't know if they really play that. Oh, they play a few songs from there. But AFI, I'm gonna be seeing them for sure. Zach Sabbath, which I believe is Zakk Wylde's version of Black Sabbath. The last 3 I don't really know. Buckethead, Helmet, and then CKY. Maybe I heard CKY before, but don't really know them. But the last 3 here, alright, I will definitely be there for. Then going over here, Queens of the Stone Age. Oh man, this is gonna be fun. Queens of the Stone Age are in my top 10 favorite bands, and this is just gonna like cross off another band from my top 10s I haven't seen live yet. And they're headlining the 2nd main stage. That's gonna be awesome. Stone Temple Pilots, I heard them. I know Scott Weiland was the original vocalist. I just heard from a lot of people like the new stuff. Their current vocalist, which I don't know who it is not really that good, but hey, for those who want that kind of a classic rock and roll vibes, Stone Temple Pilots is there. Highly Suspect, I've seen them before, like 3 years ago. They were good, but I don't think I would really see them again. Wolfmother, I've heard like a song of theirs. I'm not sure if I would see them, to be honest with you. Filter, heard them before. Maybe I'll see them. We're not sure. Oleander, no idea who that is. And then same with Toadies. Alright, so that's a good list. Mainly just for the headliner here for Queens of the Stone Age. 3rd stage, Body Count with Ice-T. I think that's a lot of people would definitely really love that a lot. Suicidal Tendencies, another classic band that I know. Haven't really listened to them. Cavalera, playing the album Roots in full. Cavalera was there last year. I believe that they played Sepultura's Chaos AD in full. So they're going to play Roots in full. Cool for those who are Sepultura fans. Soulfly, don't know them. Same with Multiple Ways, Chromax, Co-Defendants. I know that this is a new project from Fat Mike after NoFX. And from what I heard from some people, this is better than recent NoFX and the Koki the Clown garbage he's been doing. So I'll take their word for it. And if it's good, Good for them. Alright. Fourth stage. Dance Gavin Dance. Exclusive Bay Area show. First off, Sacramento is in NorCal. It's nowhere near the Bay Area. But if this is like the closest to the Bay Area that you're doing all year, then sure, maybe. Okay, then the home team, I really want to see that, but again, I don't know if it's gonna be possible because I really like the home team, but I feel like timing's gonna screw me up here. First to last, are we gonna have Sunny Moore first to last, or other persons? I don't know. Hail the Sun, I've seen them twice already. I'm gonna be seeing a third time. I will probably skip them out since I've seen them. I will have seen them 3 times by this point. Icy Stars though, I'm catching Icy Stars because I've been wanting to check them out, see them live because I do enjoy them. Drop Dead Gorgeous, Emarosa, I've heard those names before, don't really know them. Then I Set My Friends on Fire. If I see them, will they play the Smosh song? One more stage, let's go. Here it is. 5th stage of the final day. Sleep Theory. I saw Sleep Theory last year when they opened the main stage. They're a good band, and it's actually funny because Sleep Theory was on the last day of Aftershock, and they're back on the last day again. You know what? Good for them. I enjoyed the set for what it was. Maybe I'll hear more of their actual music later. But they're pretty good. President. Yes. The industry plant, alleged ban that appeared out of nowhere. This one, I'm not gonna say I'm really a fan of President. I think they have potential. I think they have the potential to do something different, but only time's gonna tell at this point. This one, I will only see just if it's possible and out of morbid curiosity. Duets, I have no idea if I'm pronouncing that correct or not. Don't know them. Holy Water, great band. I saw them open for Chiodos last year on the December tour, and they're doing a little headlining tour for the West Coast at the end of March this year. So I'll be checking that. I'll be going to that. So I'm not sure if I will see this set over there. But again, it all depends on timing. And if it's possible, then I will probably check them out again. The Pretty Wild. Heard a lot of good things about the Pretty Wild, and it's pretty early in the day too, so I might check them out. And then Mystery Guest. You don't even know who the Mystery Guest is. I have no idea who it is, but I guess time will tell to see who it is. I mean, as long as it's not like DJ Rockfeed or something like that, then I'll be okay. But overall, this is a very, very fantastic lineup for Aftershock this year. I was definitely curious about like who was gonna be here, what was gonna be the setup, how it was all gonna go. But I really do love this lineup a lot, and I will be there for all 4 days. Last thing I want to show is, here it is, festival map. You see here, this is where I went through here at the Garden Highway entrance last year, and when you come in, you have the Shockwave, the Aftershock stage, this is the main stage. This is the Coors Light stage, all the way back over here. And then this is, I guess, Epic Center stage, formerly the DW Presents stage. This is where I was at the whole time, so I didn't really bother that much. But I only came over here when it was I saw Imminence. But the 5th stage, I'm assuming it's the 5th stage, it's all the way over here at the point stage. Why is it like so far from like over all this here? Why is it so far all the way over here? Because like imagine if you're like at the Shockwave stage, you're watching a set, and the next band you want to see is over here. This is probably like, I did like a walk test for me from the Shockwave stage to the Coors Light was about like, I want to say like 7 minutes. So this is, so from here to here, this is probably going to be like 10 or 12 minute walk. And that's not going to be enough time if there's like a 5-minute gap in between sets. So the layout, I know it'll work out, but I don't know if I fully like the 5th stage here. But hey, you know what? We're here. It's Aftershock. We're going to have a fun time with it no matter what, because the lineup is a banger and a half. Alright, I think I'm going to call it off here. I think this probably went on longer than I thought it was. Yeah. Aftershock this year, knocked out of the park. I am excited for what's going to be this year's Aftershock 2026. Am I going to see you there? Are you going to be also joining as well? Or are you going to be going to other similar DWP festivals or other festivals in general? Tell me what you think of the lineup, and would you go to Aftershock this year? I think that's about it that I want to talk about. I just want to give my thoughts of the entire Aftershock lineup. So until then, I'll see you guys next time for what other side video that I decide to do next. See ya.